Hello, this is Fool for Peppers. It's been a while since I produced a video. I thought I would do a short video on how to create 2-inch stopper blanks. Also, probably we'll do 3 different colors, one with a mica powder, another with Pearl-Ex powder, which is a different kind of colorant, and then the solid pigment. My first thing would be to prepare my blank. I've cut a 3.5-inch piece of just regular PVC pipe, 2-inch by 3.5. My Lowe's and my Home Depot carry these, they call them test caps or knockout plugs. Work really good to seal the end. So all I'm going to do is just take some plastic wrap and cover one end of it, and then press the knockout cap in there. Main reason I'm doing that is just to make it a little bit easier to get out when I'm ready to pop it out. Then I'll go ahead and trim the plastic wrap off and get rid of it. Then I just take regular painter's tape, and I tape and seal the end up just in case I have any leakage. Sometimes I'll have a little bit of a leak come out of the end. I just want to keep it from flowing out until it starts to the resin starts to harden. Okay, so now I'm ready to pour my resin. Okay, I've got my supplies together to color my resin. I'll start with the Pearl-Ex pigment. In this case, this is a micro pearl. It's just a little powder. The brand name is Pearl-Ex, and you can see just a little reflective powder. I don't really measure. I just kind of estimate. You can add more if you don't have enough. I'm just stirring it, and then I let it set for a little while. A lot of the granules have to dissolve in here, and this is true with the next one that I'm going to use. I'm just using little small popsicle sticks to dip it out and store it, or stir it, excuse me. This is makeup powder from Coastal Scents. In this case, this is Pixie Purple. I'm going to have kind of a wild looking 2-inch blank here. A really pretty color. And the last is just a pigment, just almost like a paint that works well. I purchase it from the vendor that I get my my resin from. Okay, what I'm going to do is mix them up. Let's see. Takes a little bit to mix the pigment in. I want to make sure it's stirred in thoroughly. Especially with some of the lighter colors, you'll get a little bit of a white residue, or it needs to mix in really well. There we go. Okay. Let's see. I'll tilt a little bit here so you can see it a little better. In this case, this one is a little translucent. You can see. So I would say that if this was a pen blank, I would probably paint the inside of the blank, or paint the tube a white color so you can't see the brass tube through it. But for a stopper blank, or for, in this case, I'm going to have I'm going to make an Easter egg, or one of the kaleidoscope eggs. I would probably do the same thing. I would paint the inside so I don't see the brass of the kaleidoscope egg. So now it's time to catalyze it. I'm using the MEKP okay. Put about 10 drops per cup. That's about 2 ounces. About 5 drops per ounce. You can, depending on depending on where you get your resin, some will require a little less, a little more. It's always not good to experiment with it. I've found that even from batch to batch of the resin that I order, sometimes it has a tendency to take more catalyst. It's just a heat process. Generally, I usually will put my blanks in an oven after I'm done with them at a very, very low temperature, down around 120, 130, as low as you can get your oven, just to be able to finish them off so they're not real sticky. Hey, I'm going to let these set up for about probably about 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and I'll pour them. Okay, I'm back. It's been about 10 minutes. I can see that the resin is probably starting to thicken a little bit. It has been a little cold here in Kentucky. My shop isn't. I wouldn't say it's cold, but it's not at a very high temperature. So the resin could take a little bit longer to start curing. But in this case, it's went long enough that I don't believe that I'm going to get a lot of mixture after I pour it in. So just an experimental process, trying to learn what the best time to pour is. I enjoy just the experimenting with the different pour times. Okay, so in this case, I'm pouring 3 different, colorants into the same mix. It won't hurt anything. They'll mix fine as long as they mix into the resin. In this case, I'm just going to pour them. Let's see here, like this here. Move it around and pour it. We'll see how it mixes there as it comes to the top. Okay. Now, for this one, the next step would be the pressure pot. It's not a requirement. I do use a pressure pot. The main reason is because I do have one. Like say somebody beginning doesn't require a pressure pot. You may have 1 or 2 bubbles, but very, very rarely will you even get bubbles when you're just doing a regular pour. I do it mostly because a lot of the blanks that I have I sell, and I would much rather be 100% sure that there is no bubbles in it, so the person doesn't have to deal with it. Probably going to put this on YouTube as is. Part 2 will be hopefully come next weekend. I'm doing a demo at the on March the 16th of 2013, and the Woodcraft in Lexington. Going to be turning, doing some actually selling some blanks and turning some of the blanks that I've made. So I'll try to get this one turned then, maybe take some pictures of it while I'm turning, and then show you the finished product. Probably amend this video or do a part 2. Thanks for watching. Okay, before I close out the video, I was able to get this blank out of the pressure pot. It's been about, I guess, about 4 hours since I poured it. In this case, I'm going to just using an old dowel rod, and I'm going to take a hammer. Oh, it popped right out. Okay. You can see the different colors in it.